That is just one of 28 secrets in video games, because the Talos Principle is a puzzle game full of Easter eggs like this crowbar from Half-Life. Cool reference on its own, but with this crowbar you could break a mysterious door leading you to the Box Museum. Here you'll find the companion cube from Portal, Minecraft Dirt Block, Half-Life grades, and a ton more. Anyone who's a fan of Call of Duty though will remember the iconic ending of MW2. You know when you knife Shepard straight in the eye? Spoilers I know, but come on, the game's like a decade old. Anyway, this mission took place on Rust, which became a multiplayer map back in the day, and in the 2023 version, Sledgehammer added a secret reference on the ground. Looking closely, you'll find this skull of General Shepard with the throwing knife intact. Rust is fast-paced, so you'd easily miss that, and in American Truck Simulator, you're way too busy driving around to look out for Easter eggs. What doesn't mean you should ignore them. In fact, you might have driven past Ken Farm and never realized what's hanging in the front lawn. Over on the clothesline, you'll find Superman's costume hanging out to dry. Someone a little less popular is Claptrap. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no doubt the characters of Borderlands don't want to be around this guy. There's a side quest where you can celebrate Claptrap's birthday, and he's hosting his very own party. Naturally, it's your job to invite some guests, and you'll spend a while going around asking people to come. Of course, they all say no, but he doesn't know that. You could also decide not to join, but if you do visit his party, it's really sad. Oh, right. The guests should be arriving any minute. You would join the party? I'm sure everyone just got lost. This place is kinda hard to find. Ouch! You might have heard that a RoboCop game released this year, and it is phenomenal. You're a cop, so you can find people in the street committing even the pettiest of crimes like graffiti. So what you gonna do? You can't put me behind bars. I'm still a kid and only done it once. Just let me off with a warning, will ya? You get a few options here, and if you're a jerk, you could punish him. But in return, he gets pissed. Oh, hell no, man. But for those of you who are forgiving, it becomes heartwarming instead. Yeah. One of these strangest secrets is hiding in Max Payne. There's a strange hole in the wall during Chapter 2, and most people would walk past it, unless you have a grenade in your hand. Somehow players realize they could throw it through the hole, only to declare war against rats. From this point forward, any rats that you encounter for the rest of the level will have pistols. I can't tell if rats with guns are terrifying or adorable, and the same goes for Modern Warfare 3's Teddy Bear. In Zombies, there's a crane in the distance. It's impossible to get up here, but you could zoom into it with a weapon. Here you'll spot a teddy bear, but I wouldn't recommend staring at it for too long. Bruh. Speaking of horror games, Daymare 1998 kinda went under the radar, and so did its totally not suspicious wall, where it looks relatively normal until you walk into it, revealing a secret passageway. Well, I wonder what kind of hidden Easter eggs are lying at the end of this corridor. Ah, damn it. At least there's an actual secret in Cyberpunk 2077. But come on, the game's full of them. With the Phantom Liberty DLC, the devs added even more, like these two chairs in a random building. No good? What's so special about this? Well, it's a recreation of the scene from The Matrix, where Morpheus offers Neo the famous red or blue pill. And of course, for an extra touch, the same pills are on the table. Another great reference is hiding underwater in Duke Nukem Forever. All you gotta do is swim into this hidden sewer, and you'll find the decapitated head of a psycho from Borderlands. Bro, at least he got an ending. Things get really weird in Hitman though. On the Hokkaido mission, there's a secret rooftop you can discover. You must be disguised as a ninja to do it though. Once that's done, climb the steel beam, and it'll lead you to the best view of the map. You could even see the beautiful mountains in the... Wait, is that Godzilla? Okay, pop culture references are way too fun. I guess it's why Bethesda love to put them in all their games. For Fallout Elder Scrolls, you could always find a secret, and it's even true for Starfield. On planets like Volt, you can find abandoned Dogstar factories. Well, if you're lucky enough, one of them will contain a movie reference. Laying in the molten rock below the factory, you'll find a skeleton next to a diggy pig, which looks oddly similar to a lightsaber. Yes, this is Anakin Skywalker after Obi-Wan beat him in Episode 3, so I guess in this universe, he just burned to death. You know who else has Star Wars in their game? Fortnite. But then again, they have everyone now, like Peter Griffin. If it wasn't ridiculous enough, he's a boss on the map, and if you eliminate him, Peter has a secret death animation. Ah. Now, Baldur's Gate 3 has been one of the most talked about games of 2023, and naturally it has one of my favorite Easter eggs. When you get to Baldur's actual gate, you can find a cabbage merchant whose cart has been wrecked. I guess the developers are big fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Dog, my cabbages. I have to go back to American Truck Simulator because if you drive down this hidden dirt path, it'll lead you to a yellow brick road. We all know where this is going. Let's just confirm my suspicions. Yep, it's definitely a Tin Man. And there's a scarecrow too, so let's keep following this road, and there it is, an official homage to the Wizard of Oz, including the tornado, Dorothy's slippers, and a rainbow. Just make sure the rainbow doesn't lead you to the bottom of the ocean. In GTA 5, when you hop in a submarine and head all the way down to Crush Dab, your submarine literally starts contorting under the pressure. You can see it happening in real time. This game is 10 years old, by the way. So is Madden 10, and I'm guessing some of you are probably really good at this game. So good, in fact, that you could manage to score over 110 points in a single match. Even EA is shocked by this, and they send a warning message telling you to stop scoring or you'll literally break the game. Imagine being so good the devs call you out for it. A developer who really sticks with a theme is Ubisoft. In a game like Far Cry Primal, they made sure the Easter eggs fit the vibe. So when you swim underwater, there's a chance you come across a prehistoric car. Seem familiar? It is the Flintmobile. If you want to go forward in time, though, I suggest getting a DeLorean in Forza Horizon. If you've seen Back to the Future 3, you'll remember when they used a train to push the DeLorean to 88 miles an hour. And if you get hit by a train of Forza, pay attention to the speed. Nice. The Easter eggs get even more subtle in Shadow of Mordor. In this game, everyone who kills you gets the rank up, and orcs will remember taking you out. So there's a chance that one is given the title of Kingslayer, and as a result, they lose their hand, replacing it with a metal one. If you've seen Game of Thrones, you already think what I'm thinking. This is an awesome reference to Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer. In Spider-Man 2, there are way too many details to go over right now. We have an old video if you're interested, but one of my favorites is a spoiler, so if you haven't finished the game, skip ahead 10 seconds. Once you eat Kraven's head as Venom, head back to the same location, and his necklace is on the floor in a pool of blood. When did Spider-Man get so graphic? And that's not even as disturbing as Lethal Company. This game has taken the world by storm, and it's insanely fun. Every location is randomly generated, so you never get the same corridor twice. But there are some areas which reappear every now and then, like this place, the back rooms. Speaking of new releases, Mario Bros. Wonder is out, and it's a blast. This thing is full of life, especially the talking flowers with advice. Unless you find them annoying, in which case you could turn off the voice into settings. Let's just say they take it personally. Whoa, was it something I said? The same thing happens in SpongeBob Truth or Square, except the whole cast joins in. Volume level. Perhaps you can use that to turn SpongeBob down. Hey y'all, turn up the volume so you can hear me. Slide up. I do. Plankton isn't the only one eating fake food. Halo has a pretty interesting relationship with sandwiches. So, no surprise at an Infinite you could break through a malfunctioning door only to find a random hologram of the most delicious sandwich you've ever seen. Not the only game to reference its past. One of GTA 5's missions has a secret pair of cards, and when you look closely at the license plate, you'll see Nico and Roman from GTA 4. Not only that, there's also wanted posters of Nico hidden all around the map. Heading back to the Talos Principle, we have a pretty festive Easter egg for you. If you find a button and reunite it with its owner, the snowman thanks you in the best way.